coming closer. Victory is mine, I'm making history, it's time. I'm living this moment, living the only, giving up only when my score is higher. You cannot find no one better than me. You cannot copy my delicacy. You cannot follow my legacy, please. Cause I'm a phenomenon and carrying on. Cause I can go on and anything else you can say for later. We're playing Beat Saber.
Beat Saber was created by Hyperbolic Magnetism, a small indie game studio out of the Czech Republic. It was originally released for PC and Oculus in May of 2018, and then was later released for PSVR in late November. The concept of the game is pretty simple. Beat Saber is a rhythm game where move controllers appear as two different colored lightsabers on a screen in what looks more like a scene from Tron than Star Wars. They're used to slice through colorful cubes to the beat of some really fun electronic music, and arrows on the cubes indicate what direction you need to slice them in. The color of the cube dictates which lightsaber you should be using, and as you hit the cubes, they explode with waves of color and vibration, which really enhance the beat of the music. There are a lot of different options and level settings to create different challenges for players of all different levels. Starting with easy, just to get the swing of how to play the game, and then you can move on to the normal setting, which depending on the song can actually prove pretty challenging. And just when you think you've got that down packed and you're feeling invincible, you move up to hard level, and that's where it starts to actually get pretty challenging. The boxes fly at you in larger quantities, and you find yourself swatting at them with an intensity you didn't know you had, and you can't help but laugh along with your friends who are watching you play. I won't even pretend I could do anything with the expert level, except look like I was flailing around trying to swat away bugs. Aside from the basic levels, there's several other options you can try. You can opt for disappearing arrows on the cubes if your memory serves you well enough. You can also choose options where the boxes do not have any arrows indicating the directions you should slice them in. You can instead slice them whichever direction you'd like, which sounds like it would be so much easier until the colors start switching sides and you're slicing the wrong colors with the wrong lightsabers, and when you've failed after less than a minute, you're left standing there asking yourself, what the heck just happened to my Jedi skills? There's also an option for using only one saber. When you're playing the game with both sabers, you find yourself making these dramatic sweeping motions that flow from one cube to the next. I found that with the single saber option, it was much harder to play like this, and I instead had to make small, precise slices in order to keep up with the cubes. This threw me off a little bit, and I wasn't as big a fan since I kind of like the grandioso movements that come with using two sabers. I'm definitely lacking in the single-handed saber skills. This has to be some of the best motion controller tracking I've experienced. Up until now, I was under the impression that the motion controllers were just choppy and not fantastic with VR games. I tended to stick with games that could use the DualShock controllers in order to avoid them. With Beat Saber, the controls were smooth and fluid. It definitely changed my opinion on the motion controllers, and it gives me hope for future games that may make use of them. The music was created specifically for Beat Saber, so you probably won't recognize any of the songs unless you've watched enough of these videos. It has a super fun, energized EDM style to it with intense thumping beats that are perfectly choreographed to the game. For PSVR, there's currently a limited selection of songs, but there is enough of a variety that I haven't gotten tired of them yet, and I've already found some favorites. From what I understand, there is going to be about 30 more songs coming our way in the near future via downloadable content, so I'm super excited about that. So to recap, Beat Saber is an awesome game that far exceeded my expectations. There's really not much left to say here. The basic mechanics are super simple to pick up. There's plenty of options for customization in the game. I completely forgot to mention the fact that there's a party mode with leaderboards so you can actually play against your friends, or the fact that there's bombs and walls that come at you that you need to avoid while slashing your way through the game. Smooth controls and upbeat, energized music that's perfectly paired to the gameplay really pulls it all together. I had a great time playing, and I'm really looking forward to sharing this game with my clients. I know they're all going to enjoy it as much as I did. I went to bed that night with sore shoulders and dreamt of Jedi Masters and colorful cubes.